with you, 21. How's it
All
going,
right.
brother?
I'm doing well. How you doing today, man?
Oh, doing good, man. Just finished putting up the Christmas tree, got the decorations on, lights on, looks great. Much better than the Chevy Chase Christmas vacation tree I had last year that was about 10 feet tall and about 8 feet wide.
That
You know,
that's a, that's the Clark Griswold one you
that's the
told me
Clark
about.
Griswold one. Yeah, man. I had to cut it down to get out of the house. Like I had to cut the branches off to just get out the door because it was so big. So this year we made a much wiser decision. But
There you
that's all
go.
done. Got some stuff going on later tonight with the fam, enjoying the holidays, and excited about the project, man. We had such an amazing week. A lot of traction, a lot of projects onboarding, and things are really starting to come together. I see some of those projects in here, Catalori and Azumi. Shout out to them and their communities for believing in us and what we're doing over here. Seeing Kenneth over there too, and everything he's got going on, and it's just exciting, man. It's just nice to see. So, guys, comment, like, repost. Let's fill this thing up and let's talk about all the things at our pub because we're just getting started. There's a big month ahead of us, that we've been looking forward to for a long time, going into Q1 next year, 2025. Like 21 mentioned, I'm not as much excited about what we did. I'm even more excited about what we got coming up because it's really going to be special. And then all the new updates to the wallet that's going to be coming, little versions, little fixes that I notice almost every week. There's some kind of tweak, something done, just a little UI thing, a little UX thing. That's always going to be improving. So I'm looking forward to it, man.
Yep, for sure, bro. I definitely agree. Definitely agree. It's gonna be some cool things coming out. And I tend to always say, and I hope I don't ever say this. People take it the wrong way. I'm more bullish on what's to come than what's already available. Than what's already come out. And I don't mean that to kind of downplay what's already been done because it's absolutely innovative. But what I mean by that is just there's a lot more cool things coming out and a lot more great things that are going to help the ecosystem kind of we're still waiting for those connecting parts, the things that are going to make the eco flourish. And I get excited about that. So yeah, absolutely, man, I'm with you. I think we have Annie up here with us finally. Annie, are you with us?
Hello, hi, can you hear me?
Hola, hola. Yes, ma'am, we can.
Hi, qué bueno, good, awesome. Hopefully everything goes well. This space, we had a good space earlier. Huh? 21, the Spanish. Oh, Brian is here too. Oh, Sir Shields
Yeah.
also, yeah. And Kenneth. So it's great. When you have all these communities coming together for a same goal, right? We want that I learned from them that what they want is, it's they want to bring crypto, make it easier, educate the Spanish community. It's great. I love it. I hope we all our other communities do the same. Since we have so many from all over the world, right? We have the same common goal, So yeah, it's gonna happen, man. It's gonna happen. I'm excited. I'm hopeful, and we're talking about this one of these projects that we're talking with Voltino. He Boss fam. He was telling us about El Salvador. You know how we mentioned El Salvador, like, okay, Salvador, yeah, it's making Bitcoin their currency too. So besides the dollar, so it's how the country, it's how they're pushing it. Instead of the people pushing the government to implement crypto, is the opposite. It's the government pushing the community to learn crypto, to use it, to get familiar with it. Like they give them, I mean, they're almost paying their finish paying their what's the word in English? But it's the la deuda externa, the external debt they have with the World Bank or whoever they're getting the loans from, and and then paying. They give. So check this out. They give $20, right, to each of their citizens, and they say, okay, there you go. Learn how to use it. We're gonna teach you, but just lose the fear. Here's $20. Start playing with it. Like when we do giveaways and talk to people, and you guys on their spaces, right? Like, Like, hey, we're gonna do a giveaway, but you have to have your PAW wallet, right? So let's start there. Learn how to create your PAW wallet, which is pretty easy, super simple, and we give you a giveaway. So 20 PAW, so you can start familiarizing with the chain. So imagine that being done at a country country size scale, and so and just give me 30 seconds more, and I'll be done. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry, I have a cough. But anyway, they're teaching their kids. Okay, they're teaching their kids at the primary level, elementary school. They're teaching them how to use a DeFi wallet, how to create a DeFi wallet, and then this is a first to sixth grade. That's in primary school in Latin America. But in the middle school, um, that's it's called secondary school over there in Latin and south border. But middle school, they're teaching them how to code. All right, we're talking about coding. It's not like here, for example, you can send your kid to Elon Musk school, right? And they learn how to code. Like, yeah, that's a very private, exclusive school, right? If you want to teach your kid how to code, or you pay someone over there, they're doing it in their schools, public schools, teaching them how to code. A third world country doing this with their citizens. So just to give you an idea, definitely doable. We can do this. We can bring mass adoption of crypto. Just start there. They're experimenting already, making it work, and it's a good example for all Latin American countries and the world. To be honest. So anyway, I'm just gonna shut up. I'm excited. I'm sorry. I had to say that
No,
before
it's
we
okay.
start.
It's okay. Do we have a recap yet, Annie?
Yeah, I'm sending it now.
Okay, cool, cool.
Mhm.
We'll start there. We got our shields up here. How you doing, Mr. Sir? You doing all right today? What your rice? You might not be able to hear me. Can you hear me, sir? Sir Shields?
Hey, I could jump in on something
Oh
Annie
yeah,
was
sorry. Go
talking
ahead, bro.
about. Yeah, no, she brings up a wonderful point and something I've been saying we should have been doing here in the States for decades is teaching our children how to be financially stable, how to operate an investment account, how to invest in a 401k. And now with Web3 taking hold and getting into crypto, teaching them how to use a DeFi wallet. I know for a fact, well, my daughter, she 2, 3 years from now, when she's in junior high, I'm going to start walking her through about how to use these things, how to navigate, how to practice safely, how to build investments, how to grow your wealth to increase, your portfolio and level up, how to do your taxes, how to, be financially responsible. There's one thing that was lacking in my education going through junior high, high school is other than like them teaching us how to write a check and learning about basic economics, they don't teach you anything. They don't teach you how to do your taxes. They don't teach you what to look for, how to grow investments, unless you're in like a special club or something. It's something that we really need to focus on. And sounds like that Latin America is getting ahead of that game and teaching these kids how to be responsible, learn DeFi, how to navigate it. And it only further shows that this is going to be a legitimate future of finance. Like this decentralized world is going to take hold, and the ones who know how to work it, how to navigate it, are going to have a much better opportunity to be successful. So that is a wonderful point Annie brought up, and I couldn't agree more with that. Education is paramount. Education is power. I always say our number one expense as a country shouldn't be our military. It should be our educational system. Investing in our children, growing them, making them more knowledgeable so they can make, you know, hard decisions when they get older. And if they're armed with that knowledge, they're going to perform better as a citizen. But I'm not going to get into how I really feel about why we don't. But I'm sure people, as they get to know me, will know the real reason why I think they don't. But I know in Japan, I think one of their number one expenses is education. Like it's taken very seriously over there. If anyone's ever been to Japan, man, it's like living in the future. If anyone's ever been there, it is just absolutely incredible over there with their tech. The way they act, how clean everything is, how polite everybody is. It's just a totally different kind of world. So
And
really good plan, man.
organized.
Organized, yes, it's clean, it's organized, it's respectful. Everybody there is respectful and kind. Like it's just a totally unique thing. It's like it's one of those places I always say, like I always want to visit Australia, New Zealand's probably like number one, number two, but I want to live in Japan. Like that's like my dream place. I want to go and just live in Japan, man, and be amongst those people and just enjoy everything that their culture has to offer.
And the vending machines, you can literally buy anything out of a vending machine, man. I've been there a few times. Like it's as awesome as you're describing it. I mean, really, really impressive and clean. I mean, I remember the first time I went there, I was in Osaka walking down the street and I just kept staring at the ground. There was no, like, I mean, here in Canada anyway, there's litter blowing. It's not. I'm not trying to say it's filthy here. I'm just saying there is litter and there's gum or there's like oil or whatever on the street and stuff. Man, it looked like they had just built the entire street and the sidewalk that day. You could literally eat off the street. I'm not going to keep talking about this, but man, I agree 100%.
They're proud. They're proud over there. They respect what they have and their environment and their technology and each other, and they take care of it.
Well,
It's just a totally different culture, and it's
they
something I wish we would adopt more here in the states.
They do, and this is the last thing I'll say though. One of my friends is over there, and so it's once a month. They all come out in the neighborhood, and they all go and pick up and clean and maintain things. He's out there with doctors and lawyers. Everybody's just out there doing their part. And like you said, that's taught from a very young age, responsibility in school. So yeah, I'll stop talking about it now.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll stop talking about it too because kind of sidetracked away from the paw chain chat. As Annie brought up such a great point about that education, guys, and I'll tie it into crypto. If you're educated in this space, if you're willing to learn at what needs to happen, tech that needs to be provided, getting involved in early on projects that you believe in and see the direction they're going, and then learn about liquidity, all these different aspects. I mean, the opportunities are boundless. There are so many opportunities that exist not only in this bull market that's about upon us, that exist in bear markets as well. So you're still very early. I'll throw it over to 21. We'll do the recap, and then we'll start passing the mic around. Anybody wants to come up and speak? Throw in a request, and let's get you up on stage.
Yeah, I see Crypto Lounge down there, Annie. If you want to chunk him an invite real quick while I go through the recap, he might be down there. He might want to come up as well. All right, we'll get to it. Let's get to it. 91, 91, man, 91. Closer we get, closer we get, closer we get to 100. I get excited, man. I get excited. All right, star 91. All right, we got it live to say. Good deal. All right, Crypto Lounge, I see you down there. If you want to come up, mic's yours, man. Just send a request. We'll get you up here. And let's get to it. So let's go with the recap. Welcome to our community hangout number 91. 9 to go to that big 100. I'm excited for that. We are excited to have you here to share the latest updates from November 30th to December 7th, 2024. Before we begin, this is a reminder. We do not offer financial advice. Here, we only share information and news from the PAW ecosystem. Always remember to research and evaluate risks before making decisions. Now, let's get started. What is PAW Chain? PAW Chain leads blockchain innovation with fast, secure, and scalable solutions ideal for both businesses and individuals. Its multi chain capability allows for seamless asset transfers across networks, achieving speeds comparable to major credit cards. With security audits by Certic and an intuitive design, PawChain is building the future of decentralized technology. And here are some key updates. Multi-chain connection. You can now connect assets across Chronos, Celo, Optimism, Avalanche, Base, BNB, Polygon, Arbitrum, and Ethereum via a single liquidity pool, promoting growth and collaboration. The Paw external swap beta is live. Simplifies cross-chain swaps with fast transactions and full interoperability. No need to use the Paw wallet. So you can simply pull up with your MetaMask, your Trust wallet, connect, make your plays, and go right back to sleep. That easy. Official Paw Chain merch store. We got the link up top too as well. Be sure and check that out. Now available at merch.pawchain.net, where you can find exclusive products to show your paw pride. There's some really cool stuff too. They got some slippers, some I think of robes. The blanket. I'm waiting on my blanket too. I ordered the big blanket. I'm gonna see how warm that thing is. Platinum. Okay, for this year, or I'm sorry, for 2025, we are a platinum sponsor at the Web3 Amsterdam conference. Join us March 13th and the 14th, 2025, at this exciting event, and do not miss it. And myself and Brian and Bad Luck will be there, and there'll be others as well, but we'll be keynote speakers for the projects. I know we're all very excited for that. Open Web Academy. This past Saturday, we participated in a talk with the Open Web Academy team where we shared updates about Paul Chain's technology. And here's some announcements in case you missed them. Paul Chain is reallocating 24 trillion PAW from the Treasury to strengthen liquidity. Of this, 20 trillion PAW will be distributed across CEXs, and 4 trillion will enhance the liquidity of the PAW USDC pair on PawSwap. Additionally, 6 trillion PAW will be allocated to the development teams committed to holding PAW long term. Remember that the Paul Rewards Claim Portal will close on January 6, 2025. Make sure to claim your rewards before the deadline. For any questions whatsoever, contact at Paul Help Desk, which is here on Twitter, or through our Discord ticket system. And what's next? With your support, we continue to drive blockchain technology forward. Your questions and feedback are essential for us to keep innovating and growing together. Thank you for being part of the Paul family, and let's build the future together, block by block, chain by chain. We love these recaps, and I love them so much. Annie, you do such a great job every week with these, and I couldn't thank you enough for them. They're absolutely brilliant. So we'll start with Mr. Kenneth, man. It's been a while since you've been in the space. We'll kick it off with you, man. What's your thoughts on Paul this week, and a little bit about how you been?
Oh, I've had a great week. He was talking about the Christmas tree earlier, and I was watching that tree grow the other day, wondering if there was ever going to be a top to stop at.
Yeah, yeah, right. No doubt, no doubt. Do you have any thoughts on Paul this week? Anything catch your attention, or any questions or anything?
Them huge spikes were great. I mean, I don't know what caused it all. I watched a lot of big buys come through. I mean, a lot of buys, a lot of sells. It looks like everybody was jumping on board, had a nice little run. I don't know. I didn't catch what triggered it all, but I figured that would come out in some of these lives. So
I I don't know if there was necessarily a catalyst. I think it's just a culmination of all the work we've been putting in as a team and the community, getting out in spaces, and I really believe it was from projects onboarding. We had a good amount of projects onboarding, like Catalorian, Azumi, a couple others who purchased Pod to be able to provide their liquidity pools. Their communities coming, getting exposed to our communities. So I'm sure a few of them decided to take a look at our project, and it's just a culmination of everything that we got going on. Like, word's starting to get out. We've always said it's going to take a little bit of time for this tech to develop, our blockchain to be live, people to trust the platform, and I think that's exactly what's happening. Is people are getting in and realizing, hey, this is pretty cool. When ETH gas fees are $150, I can go buy
sure.
Catalorian for $5 to $10 using the external swap, or I can go into Paul Wallet and swap it for $1 or two. Like that. That's the kind of service we're providing. And then we got everything on the roadmap that's going to be coming up in the next few weeks with Solana, working on that Dex Tools API, Paul Wallet app, our Chrome extension, point of sale system, NFT marketplace. I mean, you name it. The list just keeps going on and on and on. And I think people have been a part of the community now. They've seen, that we deliver on what we say we're going to do. Like, hey, we're going to give you a blockchain. We did. Hey, we're going to give you a scanner, a wallet, a swap, all up before 6 months of being live. So, like, when we say we're going to deliver things, we do. The CertX score that we always talked about that we were waiting on, and how excellent it is, and the 24-hour monitoring, we're giving you that. So I think people are starting to see, and their conviction is being rewarded. And when conviction is rewarded, people start to talk. They start to tell their friends, and they tell their friends, and so on and so forth. And then you got the general shift in the market where Bitcoin dominance went down a little bit, Ethereum started to do its thing, and altcoin season's picking up. So utility projects are starting to get a little more traction. People are starting to pay attention to them. So I think it's kind of like a perfect storm. You know, I've been telling everybody for a long time, like our timing couldn't be better for what we're doing. We're deploying all this. We're growing at the height or the start of what's possibly going to be the biggest bull run we've seen in this space. You know, pro crypto politicians getting elected in the states, more adoption of crypto worldwide with governments and things like that. And I think it's just a culmination of everything. I don't think there's one specific catalyst. And I said it before. A lot of people equate catalysts or releases with price go up. It doesn't work that way. It's the culmination of everything together getting released in the ecosystem and then adoption catching on. That's what drives growth.
Yeah, I've seen a few of those projects this week. I'll probably sit down probably this evening since I finally got some time. I want to try to get some positions on a few of those that you guys released this week on there.
Yeah,
Well,
there's
there
quite a few, man. There's quite a few. A lot of good projects to look into. So definitely do your research and check them all out.
I
Sorry,
was
Brian, I
checking.
didn't mean to cut you off.
I was checking a few out the other night, but they hadn't gotten their liquidity up there yet, so they weren't purchasing it yet. So I'm gonna go back in there tonight and look at them. I know they're running up in there.
Yeah, we're still waiting on a few of them to get back to us on the liquidity. I think a few from the Kronos network, they didn't really do a lot of research before they filled out the onboarding form and just thought they could fill out an onboarding form and be available on our network, not understanding that you need to deploy liquidity, obviously, to be traded on our network. And I don't think they knew that. So we're in conversations, though, and it was a pretty wild time because a lot of them that came in, we didn't have prior contact with. So we had to try and find them, reach out to them. They had to contact us, which is a good sign. You know, like there's just people onboarding now or wanting to be a part of our network that were totally out of the ecosystem. And now they're interested. And every single project that we bring on, Catalorian, the Zoomy, the most recent two, they're going to bring more. Like me and 21, all of us, our entire team is starting up a chat every single day, multiple chats a day with these projects interested. There's projects interested in doing full migrations because their project is a small community. Their chart's kind of dead. They got no more traction. They want a fresh start. So they're going to do a migration, and then come over and launch freshly on PAW Chain, kind of like what Namo and Paw Dog did, solely deployed onto PAW Chain. And people got to realize the power of pairing when you got a bigger liquidity pool on PAW Chain, or you're paired only with PAW Chain, when we rise, naturally, it's going to bring you with it. And I'll make the comparison to the Ethereum network. Ethereum's $4,000 right now. When it goes up to 8,000, yeah, that's great. Ethereum projects are going to go higher. 2x. It's going to bring you up that liquidity. But with PAW Chain, just think of the growth potential available as we start to gain some adoption, with that liquidity pair, that power of pairing. So that's like very incentivizing to a lot of these projects to get in early, to grow, and if they're willing to be patient and see the vision, and start seeing some of this adoption take hold, it can be very rewarding for their project and their holders.
Yep, definitely. Sorry, I was sending a message out. Definitely. I'll agree, man. Great points, bro. Great points. Is that all you have for this week, Kenneth?
Yeah, I'm good. I mean, you guys go
Okay,
ahead.
okay.
Just
Yeah,
tell me
yeah.
some
Feel
more.
free to hang out. Just stick around,
Oh,
like
I'm hanging
always.
out for the whole show.
So shields, man. Welcome, brother. What you got this week for Paul, man?
How's it going? You guys can hear me okay?
Yep, we got you loud and clear, man. Must be a clear day up there
Uh,
for you. Internet sounds
don't
good today.
jinx it, man. Snow's coming. But yeah, good for now. I'll take what I can get. Yeah, no, like Ken said, right? I mean, it was nice to see that the price action there going up, and like I said in the space earlier today, and in Annie and Alex's Spanish paw space, price goes up and price goes down. It's just all part of the process. But like you said, 21 and Brian, right? I mean, we're still so early with the project. There's so many more things to come. So if anyone takes time to look at any of what are now considered to be the well-known, quote unquote, reputable chains, Ethereum, Polygon, Solana, BNB, look at their charts and the time frames, right? We've I'm not saying it's going to be the exact same play out for us, but I have a feeling anyway. That's just my personal opinion and not financial advice. So very exciting to see that. It was great to see more and more projects taking note of us and 21 and Brian and more spaces. I do my best to keep up. I'll be honest, I can't keep up with both of you or even just one of you in a day, really. I mean, you guys are doing a great job out there in spaces nonstop, doing your absolute best to talk about Paul and also just to talk about crypto in general, which I think is also important. I hope Crypto Lounge could maybe come up for a minute because he's also really great at that. I mean, helping people see the whole market, right? But yeah, back to Paul. So and Annie as well. Sorry, I forgot to mention and give a shout out to Annie. Annie was in the Open Web, I think it's Open Web Academy Telegram in Spanish the other day there. She did a terrific job. I think it's just really amazing for you guys to be able to get out there and talk about it. It's different. I mean, it's hard enough to come up here and talk just right now, me speaking my opinion, but when you're in there, representing the project and people are asking you tech questions, you guys do a great job handling that. So, huge shout out to all three of you guys, Fafo as well, and bad luck as well. I mean, you guys are all doing just a phenomenal job there. And there's absolutely no way that anyone could ever say that that's not also, one of the reasons as to why we're seeing a spike like we saw over the last few days. I mean, the tech speaks for itself, but let's face facts. Most people probably wouldn't even bother to look or might not even be able to understand it. You guys take the time to break it down and, give plenty of good examples for people to sort of have a better understanding of what's happening. I'm one of those people who wouldn't understand it if it weren't for you guys being able to explain it, in a very basic form. So, thanks all you guys for doing that. Yeah, and what was the other thing? Oh, yeah, yeah, this is my own sort of personal thing. So I have access now to be able to use the AI here on Twitter. I have my blue check mark Grok. I don't know how to say it, but super cool, having a lot of fun making different pictures and different art with that. I see, where are they? Are they still here? Is Catalorian still here? Well, they were here. I don't know if they're still.
Yeah, I see them.
Okay.
I see them.
I'll,
Hmm.
shout out to them. And I see Izumi. I hope I'm saying that right. Great to see the projects that have onboarded, taking time to come to our spaces, and I have enjoyed going to their spaces as well. So, let's keep this going. I mean, it's the more we stick together, the more we stand out, the more we can help other projects understand all of our projects. So, but I just wanted to say to Catalorian, if they're listening now, I saw that post you did, I think today with the video. Man, that was so cool. Like, I mean, I'm just fascinated using Grok to make a picture and I'll stare at it for a few minutes. It's so crisp and clear, but that video, I would love to know how you're making videos like that. I'm sure it must be super expensive and like it probably wouldn't be something I could do, but I would really like to find out if you could come up and talk about it for a second. If not, that's fine. But just really, really impressive to see the time and energy and also money that's being spent by different projects and people on their own to do that. We've got a few other artists in here right now. I see Door and Big Q also spending a lot of time, and Chib to Paw as well. Those guys make all kinds of awesome art. I can guarantee you've seen some of it. You might not know that they've made it, but as a community hangout, I just would like to again say thanks to everyone who takes time to do that, and also for the posting and the rating. It's just continuing to move forward. That's another reason why so many, I'm guessing, projects and also potentially part of the run up we had the other day is because of all of the ongoing rating we're doing through the Telegram. If you're interested in taking a look, come to the Telegram. There's a bunch of us there who can explain what you need to do. There's a prize each month. You could win $100 in paw. And Jimmy Boss is here. Our good friend Jimmy Boss, Coin Market Cap. Everybody knows Jimmy Boss. Coin Market Cap. I think this is his second year in a row winning like the most influential person on Coin Market Cap. So, I mean, what else do I really need to say other than thanks a lot, Jimmy? Thank you. We all really are grateful that you're part of our community. Really grateful to see you continuing to share information on Coin Market Cap. Anybody who spent time on CoinMarketCap knows, there's going to be good comments, there's going to be bad comments, there's going to be FUD, but Jimmy's out there getting The last time I looked at his post, like I saw it yesterday, there was like 333,000 views, right? That doesn't, it's not an automatic guarantee that people are reading everything, but the fact remains, if that many people are seeing it, some of them are taking the time to read it. Some of them are, the light bulb is, the light switch is turning on saying, well, what exactly is this paw? Maybe I should go take a look at it. So, you know, just a huge shout out again to everybody in the community for everything they do. I know Crypto Lounge. I don't know if he can come up. Hopefully he can. I know he has spaces on YouTube. Really great guy. Sit there and listen to him talk about other projects as well as Paul. But he's a really great guy to be able to listen to. And he's friendly and easygoing, right? Just like Brian, just like Annie, just like 21, Luck, Fafo. Everybody is just sort of down to earth, and you're more than welcome to come up and talk in any of those spaces. Yeah, so I think that was pretty much it. It was a very exciting week with the price action, and again, for me being able to make the art because I'm terrible at it, but now all of a sudden I can make really cool pictures like other people. I see Scotia Girl here from Reddit. I know she's busy today. I hope she's feeling fine. If she can come up, that would be great. If not, I understand. Rugs is here. We've got the Paw merch shop going. If you haven't taken a look at it, go ahead and take a look. There's tons of great stuff there. I mean, look around, take your time, but I know Bacano got a pair of slippers from there, I think. He said, good feedback about them, comfortable. They look awesome. And I see Bill in here now. I'm going to shut up in a second. Sorry, 21. You know how I just go off. But Bill out there getting ready to go back to Vegas with his pool team. He's got the paw gear on. He's out there in real life talking about paw. He's on board with countless people in real life wearing a paw shirt in public, playing pool, talking about paw and pool. So, it's just really, really great to see all of the community effort. And to everybody here who I didn't mention, and I see Shadow here as well. I will mention him. I know he goes out of his way to contact as many projects as he can just to give them a heads up and let them know that Paw exists. Beerus, you do that as well. I'm going to stop talking now. Sorry. Everybody else, I know everyone is doing their absolute best to share the information. And this past week here, where we saw a bit of a run up, is just a taste. It's just the start. So everybody, let's just keep going. Everybody, keep doing what you're doing, and I'm quite certain we're all going to be very, very, very happy with ourselves for continuing to keep up our effort, and also just to be able to be part of this project. So that's it for me. Thank you.
Yep, yep, absolutely great points, man. And always, that's what the space is for. Come up and voice it. Make sure y'all join Sir's raid spaces he throws every now and then for the raid bot on Telegram. Try to keep up with that. You have a chance to win some money for raiding, so definitely give it a shot. Keep up. Always glad to have you, bro. Always glad to have you up as well. We got Catalorian up here with us now. How's it going? How's it going? Welcome, welcome. Good to have you. Do you
Hey,
have any thoughts on Do you have any thoughts on Paul Chain this week, or any anything at all?
yes, sir. So, hey, this is Ryan. I actually did join on my computer on the official.
Oh,
But
okay, got you,
yeah,
got you.
yeah. So I'm here on my other account too on my phone. But no, everything's looking amazing for the Paw Chain. Catalorian is super excited to be a part of you guys now, and hopefully, leading the way for these other projects to come through. And I definitely think that both. I always say all tides, rise together. And at the end of the day, if we all work together, that's the way. And we love to, we love to be here. So supporting you guys.
Definitely appreciate it, man. Oh, for sure, for sure. That's how we build. We build together. We do the same. Let us know if we can always do the same for you as well. That's what we do. That's the beauty of Paul Chain, is being able to have an all-inclusive ecosystem. With other projects, other chains, other everyone. We can support everyone equally, and it's just really, really cool place to be in crypto. I know for me personally, it's definitely cool from coming out from being compartmentalized to certain projects, certain chains, and just being able to work with everyone and being able to connect with almost, well, or I ain't gonna say almost, but Paul Chain being able to connect with every project in the space and offer a solution is really a cool thing to be a part of. And it puts you in a certain, like I said, it puts you in not a weird place, but it's definitely a new place in crypto Twitter. So it's definitely cool to be a part of, and definitely an honor indeed. So, but thanks for stopping by and thanks for showing up, supporting as always. I think my thoughts this week. I'm gonna pass it over to you in just a second, Andy, and then we'll get Brian's thoughts as well. But my thoughts this week, just super bullish. We're gonna have some good stuff going on next week. I'm gonna try to get some Amsterdam tickets going on, maybe a giveaway. Try to get something going like that. Mm. Also, earn works with Wolf Swap on the Amplify thing, so have another way for you to earn for rating tweets and things like that, and content as well. It won't be isolated to just tweets. Hopefully, we can move forward with that next week or maybe the week after. But I'm working on that, so that should be sometime soon. But just keep showing up. Like Brown said, we're in Sir mentioned we're doing the spaces, and that's a lot of where the traction comes from. Getting out there, spreading the word, spreading the knowledge, helping everyone to digest Paul Chain. It's taken, I know, even being on the team, it's taken me, a year to still fully digest what Paul Chain is and what it's capable of, and it's still something we're still learning and doing and discussing every day. So it's I can only imagine for the how it must be for a newbie coming in. So we definitely have to keep that in mind and always remember, we do have a lot. There's a lot that goes into Paul Chain. There's a lot that, and sometimes I don't realize whenever we get into a space how much I say. Like our intros are super long. They're super informative. Sometimes technical. Sometimes it's just yeah. I have to remember. Just kind of slow it down. So that's something we as a whole, might need to remember as we're moving together out there. Just remember we need to make it digestible and make sure we include everyone and welcome everyone, regardless of what or how simple their question may be. Regardless, there's no the only foolish question is an unasked one. So we definitely got to keep that in mind with Paul Chain because it's just a lot to take in. So we'll definitely come across that quite a bit. So yeah, just stay safe, everybody, and then keep doing your thing and keep showing up and put in the good work. And it's definitely appreciated and much love for that. Miss Annie, did you have any thoughts on Paul Chain this week, ma'am? Uh-oh,
I
did we
do,
lose
I
Annie?
do. Sorry,
Oh,
sorry.
there we go.
I was
Oh, no worries. There we
I have
go.
a mess here on the desk. Let's see. You know, I said a lot earlier at the beginning. I don't want to repeat it. But it's we so what can I say? It's so we did a space, right? We did a space with open open web academy on Thursday, and it was in Telegram. And the format that they did, it was pretty cool. It was pretty fresh. It felt good. It felt really good. It was not written. It was a voice call on Telegram, and first time I do one like that, and it was pretty nice. I have to admit. I mean, if you guys would like to do those more often, I would love to listen to them and learn more about your projects and etc. Or you guys would participate with 21, Brian, Luck, everyone here. You know who you are, right? You always jump in on spaces, chilling pod, and looking about the project. But yeah, I mean that was pretty good. Just it's just a open conversation, like, hey, so tell us about Pachin, what's going on, like, and it's just it feels it flows very smoothly. um so Open Web Academy, it's one of many projects that they do. It's they educate, they promote crypto in small events, different events, in different places, different countries, in the Spanish community in Latin America. So they they do hackathons, they do seminars, they do events, where symposiums, etc. And they it's I think it's a good it's good to have collaborations with them later on, so we can promote PAW in Latin America. So because PAW is, as it is, PAW is hard to understand. If you're not, especially if you are new to crypto, to understand the basics of it, right? So, and especially because there's no other chain out there like PAW Chain. The code is brand new, custom built, and everything around PAW Chain has to be custom built as well. So it's not easy to get those connections to Solana, to Tron, to all these non-EVM chains. It's harder than an EVM. I learned this with you guys. This is not my background. So try my best, okay? And it's everything. It can be learned. It's once you get a hold of it in good material to read or practice with it's easy. It's easier. All right, it's easier. So yeah, this type of companies or projects, yeah, they're everywhere in Latin America, and then we can definitely use them for our advantage, for in general, for the crypto community advantage, because they do hackathons, right? They have this group of people that they invite, and you can say you come in, you get registered, and you stay a whole week. For example, they get a Airbnb or a place where everybody, like all these hackers, they stay there, and they make groups, among them, and they work on specific on a project. They build it while they're there, so it's very interesting. And that's something that it's worth to look into it. Probably later on, when Pachin has more of these dApps built up, because we're still working on getting the API, for example, the DexTools API working. I'm not sure. We don't have updates on that yet. But it was delivered already to them, to DexTools. So that's that. And yeah, once we have all those in place, that we can pod chain. I mean, we don't really. I mean, do we need all that for pod chain to keep? I mean, like Kenneth was talking about it earlier, and Brian, like was it a catalyst that came out this week? Not really. There was no catalyst, and we saw the volume coming into pod chain. So it's I'm not gonna talk about price prediction or anything. My crystal ball is broken, and it's very expensive to fix it, by the way, and it's never right. So it makes no sense. So, and we can't anyway. But yeah, but we the technology it's there. The vision is there. So, and we're here to answer any questions that you have. If you want to open a chat with the devs later on, if you want to learn more about the project and how you can make your project go multi-chain, which is like right now it's like the minimum, right? That the projects are looking into. It's not just to be on an L2 and that's it. Now, minimum, everyone is gonna start talking about, okay, how do I make my project multi-chain? And we're here to help you out and answer your questions. So yeah, that's mainly what I wanted to say. And I think I'm already. How many minutes did I use? Sorry, 21. I'm so sorry. Go ahead, mute me. It's okay. I understand.
No, no, it's fine. That's fine. Go ahead, Brian. Do you have any thoughts on Paul Chain this week, brothers? Anything you want to throw in
Yeah,
before we get into
I definitely have some thoughts on PAW Chain this week. And I think it just comes down to like the overall sentiment and feel of kind of what's going on. You can almost like quantify it and see it, feel it. It's an energy that I can't explain. And talking about the catalyst, was there one? No, not really. It's just the culmination of everything we've been doing over these last 22 months, guys. All this hard work coming together and just gaining that traction. And you have to look no further than the PAW scanner to see that the number of wallets being created on chain are rising every day. Transactions are rising every week. More projects are onboarding every week. So when you kind of see these things, you realize that there's something going on here. There's momentum building. And the general people may not be able to see it on the outside, but the people who've been a part of the community that have been building, been saying that, hey, this is what it's going to look like. This is what it's going to take to get that adoption. And it's starting to happen right in front of our eyes, guys. This is what adoption looks like. There's no real catalyst. It's the culmination of everything coming together. And that's in part due to everybody in this room, and your hard work for our communities. And to the other projects that onboarded, the hard work that you're putting in for your communities, taking advantage of utilizing our platform, believing in us, and getting in on the ground floor, to what we all think is going to be a revolution in blockchain technology, like the end game when it comes to interoperability and scalability, guys. We solved it. You know what I mean? It's here. Web 2 is going to want to be interested in our chain because, as 21 mentions all the time, they will be able to be profitable. There are fixed costs. They can handle the speeds. You know what I mean? When you own a business, you want to be able to have a budget, and you need to know what something's going to cost. The current networks are either too slow, too congested, you get transactional failures, or they're too expensive. And that just doesn't make sense for a Web 2 business. With the PAW Chain network, we have everything covered. They know what it's going to cost. They know it's going to be reliable. They know it's going to be fast, and they know that they can utilize our service. And that's what I'm very much excited about. Obviously, I love seeing the progress coming on board, but imagine when the people outside of the project will start taking advantage of this tech. We'll start building utilities on our blockchain. When our API is out, they'll be able to start building buy bots, all these different things that these other Telegram communities will be able to utilize, charting, all that stuff is coming. And that's what I kind of remind everyone too, how early we are. We are a baby blockchain. This is 5 months old, guys. I know we've been building and growing since January of 23, since launch, but this blockchain is 5 months old. And just look at the history of all these other incredible blockchain projects. It takes some time. It takes years usually to get adoption, and we're way ahead of schedule. We are light years ahead of where a lot of these other projects were, and we didn't use VC money. There is no big money back in, lying in our pockets, giving us millions of dollars to throw at Kohl's, to market, to get paid for a bunch of central exchange listings, so only the people on the inside benefit. This was built for you. This is built for the community, the DeFi community of PAW Chain to benefit, the early adopters to benefit, the projects that onboard to be able to have a platform to promote your project and be available without gatekeeping and charging you 50K, 100K, 500K for a listing, forcing you to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on a market maker to be available on their exchange or they'll delist you. All that goes away. Your keys, your crypto, DeFi, the way it was supposed to be when Bitcoin was started. That's why we're here. That's why I'm excited. That's why we're seeing the activity that we're seeing. It's because everyone else is starting to catch on. And I said this from the beginning, the hardest thing to do is push this snowball, get it started down the mountain. This thing weighs like 50,000 pounds, and we're all trying to push it to get it started. But when we get it moving, when we shift it and it starts rolling down that hill, there will be no stopping it. And it will just keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And we're just about at that point. And I couldn't be more proud, excited for everyone, not only myself, for the team, the community, these wonderful developers who stay behind the scenes, don't take credit. They don't want to be an idol, some kind of, deity that they did this and take the credit. They built this for us, and we're all a part of this amazing ride. So it's just getting started, guys. It's going to be a wonderful month. It's going to be an incredible 2025. And when we're here for space 100, 200, 400, we're going to be here into the future. for long into the future, doing these same things, working for you, no matter what our market cap is, what our price is doing, that doesn't matter. We built this for the entire space, and I am beyond excited to be a part of that. So that's all I have to say this week. Keep grinding, keep rating, keep telling people about us, keep answering questions, even though they're repetitive. They may seem silly. 21 mentioned there is no stupid question, there is no foolish question. It's just the ones that aren't asked, and just keep answering them, explaining things. I just recently got a DM, somebody saying that they hold a Zumi on one chain, now it's on PAW Chain. Is my Zumi worthless now on that the ETH pool chain? Absolutely not. It's just a separate liquidity pool. The supply is the same. So you can still buy, swap, receive on the Ethereum pool, buy, swap, receive on the PAW Chain pool. One price goes up, the other one arbitrages, and vice versa. Simple as that, guys. It's just a separate pool, same supply, but that supply is available for trading via multiple different native assets without you guys having to pay all that money to a central exchange. That's what we're building here. So big thank you to Annie, 21 Annie. I just got a DM on the paw account from, I believe her name is Amelia, or she was in the space, I believe, earlier with you, the Spanish space. She was looking to have somebody there Friday for a space she was hosting. Do you know anything about this?
Yes. So yeah, she was on with us on earlier in the Spanish space, and does. She's from Spain. She has a space on Fridays at it's my what time she said 10 o'clock. That was like around 1 p.m. my time to Pacific Standard. So it's 4 p.m. Eastern Standard, I believe. I might be wrong, but well we'll check on it. She said Alex might be able to be there because of the schedule. Not sure if I can escape work. Maybe we can make it work, or Bacano, but yeah, we can work something out for sure. I'll check with her for sure. I'll send her the email right now.
Awesome. Yeah, I
Hmm.
just wanted to let you know, guys. That's the power of networking. If you haven't noticed, our network is increasing exponentially. All these spaces are starting to invite us. Our DMs are filling up with people who want to hear about what we're building, what we're doing, and it's only going to increase as time goes on, as our tech keeps rolling out, as we keep gaining that adoption. So keep doing what you're doing, everybody. You guys are absolutely crushing it, and I'm proud to be alongside you as we march forward. So that's about it for me. 21, Annie, as always, guys, thank you for being such wonderful hosts of this community space. And I mentioned it before, like this might be one of the last few that's intimate like this, that we only have 50, 60, 70 people in here. There's going to be the days that are coming, 500, 600, 700, 1,000 people in this space, flooded with requests, people asking questions, being excited, learn about us. So, really enjoy these times, and I'm glad everybody's here.
Yeah, for sure. It's always good. I like the little small spaces sometimes. Speaking of, we got Bill up here, first time in a while. How's it going, Bill? Give you a few minutes before we get over here to Mr. Stefan. But how's it going, Bill? Welcome to the space. What's your thoughts on Paul this week, brother?
Hey, thank you very much. It has been a while. Everybody can hear me all right?
Yeah, we
Yep.
got you loud and clear,
All
brother.
right. Well, first off, it's been extremely busy, and I have a couple cool updates. That's why I jumped up here. First off, Brian 21, Annie, Sir Shield, Crypto Lounge, the bank, Sheba Tapa, Bad Luck. I mean, the whole family, the whole Paw family, amazing. There's so many in here that are just amazing. Doing a great job. And unfortunately, there's so much going on. I haven't been able to retweet and like a lot of stuff and get into all the spaces. I get in there and then I end up busy doing something real quick. So, but I did want to give a couple of heads up. Sir, always giving me a great shout out for the pool events that I'm doing. So I really appreciate you there. Um, but I don't know if everybody remembers in here about 7, 8 months ago, maybe a little longer. I mentioned a guy named Ryan, who's an MMA fighter that has, well, he's actually he's in the Paw family now too. You won't see him on here much between his training and working, but he's agreed to, and just for nothing, he's agreed to wear paw gear when he goes fighting again. He's been injured, so he had separated his shoulder in a fight. So he hasn't actually fought since I'd mentioned, but he's getting back into fighting shape. So I'm hoping, he's hoping, and I'll be there when he does. But hopefully, a couple of fights next year. He's a young kid that has trained with some of the bigger names in the business, some world champions. So I think he's got a good future. But he's still mid 20s and gaining traction. But he's big into paw now. Actually, he's kind of mad at me right now because about 5 days ago he was going to get in and he couldn't get his money over, but I got him to do the wallet real quick. But then paw shot up from 0.88 to 2 where it's at now. He's calling me at my house saying I should have got in. I told you I should have got in more. But anyways, that's another thing. Also, real quick on the pool. So I am playing in a singles 8 ball qualifier for Vegas. I've made my way up to the regionals by winning. So I think that is in March. I play for a chance to go back to Vegas in singles 8 ball. The team Paw Warriors. So me and a gentleman named Rick, who's part of the team of Paw Warriors, my 8 ball team. Me and him are playing in a Vegas qualifier January 5th in doubles, Scotch doubles. So hopefully we can win that and go to Vegas. But the other thing I wanted to say is ever since the election and everything going on, I'll be real quick and get off here because I know we got to go. But ever since the election, I'm out here pushing with people that never are not into blockchain. What is that? What is this? What are you telling me, Bill? And over the course of the last year and a half, 2 years, you get a lot of static or feedback. I don't know about this, Bill, but now ever since the election and some of these guys are coming in and crypto friendly. Now, when I'm talking to people, they're like, "Oh yeah, yeah, I'm interested in that. I've heard about that or this." So it's making my job easier because I'm not the smartest cat when it comes to all the technicalities with blockchains, but I feel like a king when I'm talking to people that know nothing about it. When I'm on here, I don't feel so good because I probably know less than anybody on this app. But so there's a lot going on, and I appreciate all the love you guys give. And I did have another interview with Chill Sports that did something on me, and we talked about paw and length. So hopefully, if they do an article on me again, we'll get paw out there some more on that. So. I just wanted to thank everybody for supporting me with the pool adventure, and I'm hoping next year we'll get a couple fights and move up the ranks and show some paw gear in the MMA world. So that's all I wanted to say. I love y'all.
Nice, nice. Always bullish on you, Bill, and out there doing the good work and spreading the word. And just let us know what you need, man. We'll definitely be able to support you and get you set up. So we'll definitely get you situated, man. All right, man. We love you and thank you for doing the good work out there and spreading the word. So we're gonna go into Mr. We're gonna let Stefan give his weekly thoughts real quick, and then we're going to go into closing thoughts because we are on a tight schedule today. So I don't want to overstep that. So what you got for us this week, Mr. Stefan? Welcome, welcome. Good to see you. Haven't seen you in a while. And what's your thoughts on Paul this week? Can y'all hear him?
I can't hear anything.
No, me neither. I didn't hear him neither. Mr. Stefan, can you hear us, brother? Thumbs up, maybe, or can you give us an emoji to see if you can hear us? We can't hear you. Yeah, okay, you can hear us. We can't hear you. Drop down real quick. Drop down and then come back up as a speaker, and then let's see if that fixes it. Sometimes you gotta what they call take a lap real fast. We couldn't hear you. All right, so while we wait for him to go ahead and take his lap, we'll go ahead and just kick our closing thoughts off. That way we don't get too close or we don't get too close to the edge there. We will do that. We'll start with hang on, we got to hang on.
Okay, Sammy.
Wait on. Yeah, we got him back up. We got him back up. Hang on 1 second. Sorry, guys.
Also,
All right, there we
yeah,
go. There we
before
go.
he starts speaking, sorry. Crypto Lounge, I don't know if you can come. and talk on the space, but I sent you the invite. I'm just what try one more time, one last time. So hopefully you can. I know probably busy, but just want to see.
All right, Mr. Stefan, can you hear us? Damn, we still can't hear you. Is that just me, or can anybody else hear him? I see his mic's off, but I can't hear him.
Yeah, I can.
I can't hear anything.
Uh-oh. Well, we can't hear you, brother. Damn, might want to try one more time, I guess. But it's all right. We'll just roll into closing thoughts until he can come back up and give it one more shot or whatnot. But we'll kick it off, Mr. Ryan. Go ahead with your closing thoughts for Paul this week, man. And thanks again for joining us. We definitely appreciate it. And anything you'd like to leave the space with for this week? Damn, is that me? Can you hear me? Is that me, reckon?
I can hear you.
Okay, just making sure. Just make sure it's not me. It's not me. Okay, he might have got busy or something. So no big deal. Ryan, can you hear us? Did you have any closing thoughts for the space? Oh, all right, no big deal. All right, Sir Shields, kick us off, brother. What you got for closing thoughts for this week, man?
All right. Yeah. So another great week. I really appreciate the effort everybody's putting in. It is all coming, which is up here. What did he say? There's an MMA fighter who's going to be. That's amazing. Bill is doing a terrific job. Shout out to Bill. I mean, shout out to everybody.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, sorry, man. I when I heard it, I was like, oh man, I want to say something, but I've already talked too much. I'm gonna wrap it up here, 21. Give me a second. But holy cow, thank you, Bill. Great, 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 great job. Honestly, I mean, I just can't say enough about how much work he's putting in out there in real life too, right? I mean, it's one thing for me to be sitting on my sofa doing things, which is great. I'm not knocking anyone, but to be out there in real life with your real face, wearing your paw gear, talking to people about blockchain, crypto, and paw chain, wow, that's great. So just really, really excited to see that. And the other thing, please, everybody, look at the Jumbotron right now. Whatever you're doing, stop and look at it. I shared Jimmy Boss's post. The post I was telling you about like a day ago, which had 333,000 views, now has 1.5 million views. So there's a lot of factors contributing to when we saw the price spike the other day. I would say that's more than likely one of them. 1.5 million people saw the post, which is great. And yeah, just that's pretty much it. Keep up the good work, everybody. Keep posting, keep asking questions, answering questions. You can check us out on Telegram, on X, on Discord, and of course on Reddit. Scotia Girls over there, always making sure people are getting answers for when they have questions and whatnot. So yeah, that's it. And one last thing I want to say is Happy Independence Day to all of our Finnish friends. That was shared by Namo Naked Mole yesterday. So if anybody in here is from there, I hope that you had a great celebration. And yeah, just looking forward to seeing this upcoming week with all the spaces with 21 and Brian and everybody else. Have a good week, everybody, and see you next time.
I'm not even to that part yet.
Hey guys, can you hear me now?
Oh, there we go. There we go. Hello, Stefan.
Yeah, it's working.
We got you now.
Nice.
Did you have any?
Good
Did you have any
morning,
weekly
good
thoughts?
evening,
We
whatever
moved.
applies to you all.
Yeah.
Uh,
There you go. What's your thoughts on Paul this week,
my
man?
thoughts were amazing. First of all, I have a short list I want to announce. I want to keep up the new members on the Discord. I want to educate them as much as possible. Some of them are unaware of what PAW Chain does, of what they're familiar with. Um, we we are true members, and we need to educate them as much as possible. That's the first thing I want to highlight.
Okay, guys,
Second,
there's one
I
northeast.
want to
Yeah, 60, 75. I can see him there.
congratulate
Right there behind the bush.
the cats, the
Oh, there he is. He's in the
Catalorians,
field. He's in the field.
This thing is huge.
or
I don't know how you think we're gonna screw with this. I don't know how you think we're gonna screw with this.
Turn
around and bend over.
There will be such much great things that will happen and that will happen to your crypto project. Um, some of you don't know me, but some of you do. I'm Steph from the Discord. I'm always posting and sharing PAW Chain as much as possible. So don't be shy. Be friends with me, and I will befriend you back. Second, I want to. I'm very happy we have such dedicated devs on art. They're always working, always doing their best as much as they can for PAW Chain, for always inventing new utilities for our project, and I think that's amazing. I just want, and that's something I also manage highlight in the chat on Discord, that there's a bit more transparency, like a step plan, or what's coming, or what are the big important things. So we are transparent to all members in the Discord, and uh, I think that's also one of our strengths as a crypto project. We are transparent to our investors. So I think that's a big thing, and maybe they should highlight more uh, the the big points they're working with. Yeah, and last thing I want to highlight is that we're doing great. The chart is looking amazing. We're holding that 17 level as very well, and this can only means we will never see that zero again. I only see upwards trending, and I hope we will, well, yeah, we will all see each other on Bali someday.
Definitely, definitely, man, definitely. Well, it's definitely good to hear from you, brother. I appreciate you stopping by, and it's always good to have you. So don't make it such a long stay next time. Come see us sooner. Come see us sooner for sure.
Sure, man. Thank you.
But definitely be well, and I'll see you in Discord
Yeah,
too.
of course.
All right, Mr. Ryan, are you back with us? Did you have any closing thoughts, or
Yes,
did you?
sir.
All right, cool.
I just wanted to say before you guys close out the space, just a huge shout out to the Paw Chain community. Huge shout out to the hosts here, specifically you, 21, and Brian. I'm not sure Paw Espanol's name, but shout out to you as well. And
That's Miss Annie. It's Miss Annie.
Miss Annie,
She's a yeah.
well, shout out
She's
to
our
you.
Genesis
Amazing job.
counterpart.
And thank you again, Sir Shills, for the kind words earlier. Same with you, Stefan. Thank you so much. And I did before I go, I want to say huge shout out to Brian. I see him out in the trenches, just letting the world know about Paul. And at the end of the day, that's very commendable. To work every single day out in these trenches, and you know, just doing God's work. And well done, guys.
Definitely, man. Appreciate you, brother. I know he does definitely put in some good work, man. He's definitely a legend. Definitely a legend. And I'll shit. So sorry, guys. I'll give my quick closing thoughts, and I'll hand it over to Annie, and then Brian can close us out with his. Stay safe, guys, out there. Don't click the links. We are brothers and sisters keepers. Stay passing on the knowledge. Stay helping one another. You're within a plethora of knowledge. If you need help with anything at all, make a post, send a DM, tag someone. You've got people that are more than willing to help, more than willing to. Let's do more than just tell people do your own research. Let's show them how to work a scanner. Let's show them how to look at GitHub. Let's show them how to, look at a deployer wallet and things like that. Look at audits. Look at Dex tools for flags and things like that. Let's show them how to do the research. There's a lot of the words that get tossed around, things like fam and things like that. So let's start acting like family, showing up, making sure we're taking care of each other, leaving the space a little cleaner than how we found it. I definitely want to leave it. I would love my kids to be able to get involved in blockchain tech one day. And that's something we're going to have to kind of, set up for them and be able to make sure our space is still existing and thriving, so that's definitely something. And it goes for mass adoption as well. No Fortune 500 company is going to want to sit down at the table with us whenever we can't even get along within our space. So we just keep on building together, keep on reaching out, keep on networking. There's plenty of room for everyone at the table, so everyone can have a seat and eat until they're definitely full. So that's definitely the great thing about the position we're in, and we can build with each other and build for each other, and that's what we want to do. So let's keep that in mind, keep moving forward, stay safe, and keep promoting the love and keep promoting the unity, all under the umbrella of blockchain innovation. That's what we're doing, blockchain solutions. So that's my closing thoughts. I'll leave it out with Miss Annie, and then Mr. Brian can close us out for the day. So, what you got for closing thoughts, Miss Annie? And again, thank you everyone for two. We hit 91 today. I'm getting more and more excited as we get closer to 104. It's going to make 2 years. It's been an absolute honor to be here with y'all every Saturday. So let's fucking go. We got a few more to do. We're almost there. Let's stay doing it. So thank y'all again for always being here and being so supportive, and not just here in the spaces with us each week and while we're out there doing our thing. Definitely appreciate that too. Sorry, I almost forgot. But go ahead, Miss Annie.
Yeah, there you go. Sorry. Well, I'm a little bit sad because Crypto Lounge is not able to speak. Maybe, well, hopefully next one. Yeah, it's always. I always love listening to him. It always brings like he does these recaps on Bitcoin. Well, crypto in general. The news and when you're busy with life, right? School, if you go to school, right, or if you have a family, you're working and taking care of everything, a lot of things. It's hard to sit down and okay, besides everything else that affects your life and real life, then look into crypto. I think he's one of a great source of information in the space. So if you are not following him, you should. If you don't want to, well, shame on you. You will eventually. I can, I can guarantee you that. Because I'll keep talking about him. So, yeah, just please, if you can follow, go ahead. Jimmy, I think did Jimmy leave already? Oh man, he's always super busy. Always joins and he leaves, right? Like after a little bit. So, yeah, Jimmy Boss still in Coin Market Cap. Thank you, Sir Shows, for talking about him, give a little introduction about him as well. He's part of the community. Also, he has helped us a lot, spreading the word of PAW Chain and in CoinMarketCap. So thank you so much, very much, you guys. You and Crypto Lounge, you're the best. So I just want to say, just to give you a perspective, this is how I feel about PAW Chain. I'm not trying to hype you up. I'm not trying to do. I'm the worst doing that. But this is how I feel about it. These are my feelings. I'm pointing to you guys. Okay, please listen, or at least pretend you're listening to me. But it's when you see the not only crypto, but in other um how can you say that, spaces, or not spaces, but other branches of science, right, or technological um, uh, updates, or I don't know how can you how the words for it, but in English. But let's for example, right? Um, let's say, I mean, some like Elon, some don't. Okay, I totally respect that. But let's say Elon. I'm sorry, I have a cough still, but let's say Elon. Elon was able to. He kept saying like we're gonna send a ship, a ship to spaceship to Mars, right? Uh, and you seen using the innovations that they come up, like before you just now you can recycle those boosters, those rockets. You can recycle them. Like this is like a science fiction movie may finally come to reality, you know uh so it's crazy. Did people thought it was gonna be able to happen one day? I don't think so. People are super busy following their weekly news, um and that's it. Next week is a different set of news that they just want to put on you, to follow and really whatever they tell you and just stay in your bubble. I think when you go outside that bubble, then you're able to see, you know, uh, what people can do. Like in this case, him with SpaceX and other thing. And now, if and that happens in every uh, subject. Um, you know, those is advanced technological advances. And now, why am I saying that? Because now that we talk about crypto and the mass adoption that we're looking to, want to see happening, um, for many reasons, whatever your reasons are, probably valid as everyone else's. But when you see, and I'm gonna talk about this because I'm Latina, okay, I'm Hispanic, and it's good, to give you a perspective like this. I believe so. You see El Salvador. When you see El Salvador, El Salvador, if you didn't know, is the smallest country in Latin America. This is the smallest country, and it had so many issues before. They had issues in safety and security, economical. Um, they had this. Even the United States let them they granted it permits because if people would like to migrate, if they migrate to the United States because of what was, I think it was a natural disaster that happened years ago, and the many were um, affected. So they were granting this permits, if you wanted to come here, work, etc. But in recent years now, you have a person or that this group of people that thought, what, we can make this work. They had a vision, and now you see, like, uh um now they make become their currency. The 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 possibilities, it's not just a dream. It's someone actually working on it and making it happen, right? And I talked about this earlier, so I'm not gonna repeat it. So but and now and I just want to now extrapolate to us, to who we are. PAW Chain. When you see other blockchains out there, like they say, okay, you know what, we're gonna make a blockchain, it's gonna be great. They go with an L2, oh, another one. Right? Oh, another L2, oh, great, okay, great, awesome, make some money, and that's it. But what else? What's the innovation on it? What are you bringing to the table? What makes it different? Well, here's Pachin coming in with ununifying all of them, like making a reality what Vitalik Buterin talks about. Making for Ethereum to, pushing or talking to about these L2s so they can make it happen when we already did. And 1 second.
While you're
Yeah.
talking real quick, Annie, I'm gonna take a minute to. I forgot earlier to congratulate Sir Shields on the mod position for Reddit. He is an official moderator for Reddit now, so
Oh,
we appreciate
beautiful.
that. And I wanted to make sure we show him some love and just give him
Thanks.
appreciation real quick.
Thank
But
you.
congrats, brother.
Ah.
Congrats. But go ahead, Andy. So go ahead, Andy. You got it.
Okay, so I can just post anything I want. There you go. Awesome. So Shields, you're
You
awesome,
better
man.
watch yourself, Annie. You
Oh
better
man.
watch yourself.
What? No, come on, man. We're friends, aren't we? No,
It's okay. I'll let it slide. I'll allow it. I'll allow
don't
it.
worry. Scotia girl's not listening. Don't worry about it. She doesn't know. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding, Scotia. Just kidding. But anyway, so that's the point, right? Like now we see all these people with dreams and the vision, and they work on towards and make it happen. So now we are here. PAW Chain is the vision that can become reality. And you know, it's either you learn about us right now or later on, you're still gonna have to. That's how I see it. And right now we're just starting out, creating the dApps, the utilities around our blockchain. But that's my vision. That's my personal vision. So we're here again. We're here to help you answer your questions. I know the guys are amazing, jumping on spaces and sharing the 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 great news about the technology. So, and that's what I wanted to share. Just to give a little bit more of perspective, or another point of view of why PAW Chain. So, yeah, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
All right, go ahead, Brown, if you want to close us on out, brother.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it short, guys. Just be safe out there. As this bull market comes in, we all know the scammers are gonna come in force. So be sure you're splitting up your assets in your wallets, keeping those seed phrases safe, and using cold storage, ledgers, when you can, when you're holding the asset for a long period of time. And just don't click on links. Don't answer DMs. 99% of the time, it's going to be a scam. Our team will never DM you first. So always keep that in mind. Other than that, go out there, be kind to everyone. It's free, it's easy to do, and just stay positive, man. We got so much to look forward to. It's been a wonderful space. Thank you to Annie and 21. Thank you to all the speakers who came up here. Much appreciated. And like I mentioned, guys, this is only just beginning. We are going to completely take over this space, and everyone's going to know about PAW Chain 3 to 6 months from now. And it's going to be so rewarding after all the building we've done, after all the grinding and time that we've put into this build, for that to happen. And I know it's going to happen. So be safe out there, everyone. Have a wonderful weekend, and we will see you next time.